What's up? We're combining like terms again, but this time we're going to have longer expressions and we're going to simplify them, which means add up the matches until you can't match anything else. So we got to have a sharp eye. We're going to talk about constants, which are plain numbers that don't have variables attached to them. We're going to talk about variables. Those are the letters. And then we're going to add some other terms towards the second part of the video. So let's get into this first one. Boom shakalaka. Here's the first expression, 102 plus negative 56 plus G. Now what I'm going to do is take my highlighter out. You didn't know I had a highlighter. And I'm going to highlight the constants. And if I have different variables, I'll highlight the variables and we'll see what we have. All right, so constants are the plain numbers. So here's a plain number. This is a constant, 102. All right, let's keep moving, looking for constants. Oh, here's one right here, negative 56. There's no variable attached to it. That's a constant. Let's look at this thing right here. That's a G. That's not a constant. I'm not going to highlight it. I'm going to put my highlighter away. All right, so now that we know what the matches are the same color, we're going to add them. So pretend this is $102 in my pocket, but I owe you, because it's negative, $56. How much money will I have after I pay you back? To figure that out, we're going to subtract. 102 minus 56 equals $46, or 46. So we took care of the constants. Now we have the G left over. We couldn't match it with anything, so we couldn't add it to see how many G's we had altogether. So we only have this one G. So when you don't have anything to match it with, you just include it in your expression. So we're going to put our plus sign and then G. So it didn't have a match. Well, Miss Hamid, can't we just add the 46 and the G? No, because the 46 is a constant and the G is a variable. And constants do not match with variables. Got it? So this is as far as we can go. We're going to stop here. Let's do the second example, see what it looks like. There we go. It's a long one. Negative V plus 15 plus 5V minus 12. All right, we're going to combine some ideas from previous videos and lessons to help us put this thing together. So the first thing we're going to talk about is this negative V. All right, so to help us with the negative V, we're going to look at the 5V. This 5 in front of the V is called a coefficient. The coefficient is the number that gets multiplied with the variable, okay? So I pointed that out because I want you to know that when there is a variable that doesn't look like it has a number or a coefficient in front of it, there's an invisible 1. But in this case, we have a negative V. So it's not just an invisible 1, it's an invisible negative 1. So I'm going to squeak a 1 right there. So now it says negative 1V. So now we know what the coefficient is. It's negative 1. Now that we fixed that, we got some subtraction down here, and I would much rather make it addition because we got addition symbols in the other spots. So we talked about writing subtraction as addition by adding the opposite. We gave it a nickname in class. We called it KCF, keep, change, flip. So keep the term in front of the subtraction, change subtraction to addition, and then flip the sign of the thing after the subtraction sign. It was positive, now we make it negative. So now we're adding the opposite. It's written correctly. Now we're ready to go. So let's go ahead and highlight the matches. That way they stand out a little bit better. I'll do this pinkish one. So here is something with a V. Now we're going to keep looking until we find another V. Nope. Yep. Nope. We're done. So we found all the V's. All right, now let's look for constants. Constants are the plain numbers. Here's a constant. Already did that one. That one's done. Not a constant. But this one is a constant. Hey, did you know that was going to turn black? That's crazy. All right, so we found all the constants. They all have this weird, funky greenish color. And we have all the V's. They're in this purplish color. Now we're going to write them side by side so it's easier to see. There they go. I'm going to stick that invisible -1 there. I'm going to make it visible. Okay, so now that we have our matches put together, we can add them. So for the things that have a V, we're going to add the coefficients. So this is like, I have $5, but I owe you $1. So how much would I have after I pay you back? 5 minus 1 is 4, and then we'll put the V back there. Looks good. Now, this right here, these are the constants. Let's add them up. So this is like, I have $15, but I owe you $12. How much will I have after I pay you back? 15 minus 12 is $3. I tell you what, I'm gonna stop borrowing money from you because I'll be broke. So anyway, we took this long expression, and by finding the matches and adding them together, we simplified it, made it easier, and we ended up with 4V plus 3. I hope this helps. And remember, these skills, while you work independently, it's good to have some paper handy. So do your best work, and I'll see you in the next video.